Welcome to Hurley Field, football fans. This is Brett Greer, happy to bring you this CMNTV broadcast as the Berkley Bears welcome the Birmingham Seaholm Maples. It's a fantastic evening for football. The rain has subsided, and it's homecoming in Berkley. This contest will see Berkley Bears facing off against the Seaholm Maples. The Maples come into this contest sporting a 3-0 record with impressive wins over Ann Arbor Pioneer, Avondale, and North Farmington. Berkley, on the other hand, is hoping to get back to even in the season. After starting the season with 2 losses, Berkley did have a convincing win last week against Hazel Park and is hoping to repeat that at home this evening. Earlier in the evening, it was raining quite badly. There were severe thunderstorms in the area, but it looks like the rain is slowly pushing off to our east. Stands are filling up quite nicely. Quite a few people coming to see this Berkley homecoming game. That's the Berkley Marching Band giving us a little taste of the festivities that are in store for us tonight.
Doesn't sound like it.
One tradition that there is in Berkley, as in many communities around this great state, is community football team. The Berkley Steelers is out to support their gridiron heroes, lining the pathway. Fantastic football. The rain has subsided, and it's homecoming in Berkley. And here come the hometown Berkley Bears. The young people surrounding their heroes are the Berkley Steelers, the community program in Berkley. Many have older siblings on the team. Or on a homecoming evening, their parents probably played for the football team themselves.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to please give you an active figure of on the flag located in the north end as we pay honor to our fellow countrymen who have defended this great country, and to those who defended today with the playing of our national anthem. performed by the Berkley High School Marching Band, under the direction of Senior Drum Major, Ali Arshavo.
This Berkley Bear team is led by quarterback Sam Silverstein. He is one of the captains, as well as Alex Sanham, Dennis Bevza, and Eric Voisin. I have the distinct pleasure of having coached all four of those boys. They're fine young men. On the other side, the Seaholm team is led by quarterback Brandon Altman, number 9. And the captains will meet, and in just a moment we'll be able to kick off on this beautiful Friday night.
Mike, I'm camera 1, right?
Andrew Barton, number 25.
On the field.
Number 34, Chris Hill. Number 56, Carl Marbach.
Okay, thank you.
And number 5, Jack Mintag.
Captains for the Seaholm varsity football team are number 5, Jack Mintag, number 25, Andrew Barton, number 56, Carl Marbach, and number 34, Chris Hill.
Seaholm has 1 coin toss. They defer. They will defend the north end zone.
And the Berkley Bears have won the toss. They are going to elect to receive the ball. They are going to defend the north end zone. The Maples will defend the South. And we are about ready for football. Bears kick return team takes the field. Back deep for the Bears, number 21, Alex Sanum. Ready to receive.
Berkley sends two players down. Alex Sandy, Josh Jones. To return the kick.
Joining Alec in the backfield is Josh Jones, number 3. And here come the 3-0 Birmingham Seaholm Maples, ready to kick the ball off. And we are underway. Alex Sanum takes the kick at the 6, fights ahead to the 22-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10, Berkley Bears. Sam Silverstein lead his offense onto the field. Berkley in past weeks has shown to be quite a passing offense. Let's see what they have in store for this evening. We have 2 receivers to Sam's left and right. Running back goes into motion. Alex Sanum carries the ball. Positive gain, about 13 yards. They're going to spot that ball at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Berkley. Sam under center. Alex Sanum again takes the carry. Powers ahead. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Berkley steps to the line. Number 2 in motion, takes the handoff, and he is tackled for a loss by number 10. That is Dylan Kanan.
Yeah.
Making that excellent tackle for a loss. And that is going to bring up a 3rd down and 3 for Berkley. Silverstein under center. Back goes into motion. Alex Sanum takes the handoff. Cuts to the left, makes the sideline. And racing down the sideline, finally knocked out of bounds by number 33, Dominic Serpian. Let's take another look at that. Alex Sanum with the stiff arm. Fights through a block, fights through a tackle. 2nd tackler. Races down the sideline. Finally able to be brought out of bounds by Serpian. That's the type of big play that Berkley's looking for on the ground. And that was a short gain, a dive up the middle. Berkley's running game at this point seems to have the Maples guessing. Silverstein under center, takes the handoff. And on the off tackle play, Jake Cummings charges ahead for a short gain. That'll bring up a 3rd and 2 yards. Silverstein again, one back in the backfield, and we have our first flag of the ball game. Looked like the receiver out to the left, number 9, Chris Kelly, jumped, but was he induced by the defense? And they're going to say yes, he was. That 5-yard penalty will result in first down for the Berkley Bears. And the pitch goes to number 2, Josh Coleman. He fights around the right end. Gains 6 yards on the carry. One aspect of the Berkley Bear offense that you're going to notice throughout this game is that many of the players are wearing wrist coaches. And that's a collection of plays that have been cited by the coaching staff, and it allows the players to quickly reference a play without having to memorize them all. Silverstein under center. There is no one there. He's able to make the most out of a tough situation and dive ahead for a short gain. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like there was no running back for Sam to give the ball to. They're going to call that no gain on the field.
Number 6 goes in motion. Fake the handoff.
Silverstein gives it on a quick dive to number 21, Alex Sanum, and he is at the 5 for a first down for Berkley.
First and goal.
Berkley is definitely winning the time of possession battle early in this game, keeping the Maple defense on their heels, sending different backs into motion. So far it's been Alex Sanum carrying the load, and Alex Sanum will get it again, and he charges it ahead for a Berkley Bear touchdown. Alex Sanum puts the Berkley Bears on the board first on this homecoming evening, making the fans excited. They braved the rain to be out here tonight. And on for the extra point is number 28, Eric Braun. As a coach, that is exactly the way you draw up the first drive of the evening. A little surprising we didn't see any passing, but Berkley, let's take a look at that play again. Sam Silverstein hands that ball off to Alex Sanum, who just powers it through the Maple defense in for the touchdown. And Eric Braun adds the icing on the cake. Squib kick by Berkley. Ball is taken and returned for about 8 yards up to the Seaholm 39-yard line. They're going to place that ball to 37, where the undefeated Maple offense will take over. Altman's in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right. That carries by Jack Mintag. Cut down in the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down and long for the Maples. Altman again in the shotgun. 2 running backs in the backfield. Takes the snap. Hands that ball to number 7, Aaron Ware. He charges ahead for about a gain of 8. Excuse me, they're going to place that ball back. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and a long 5 for the Maples. Altman again in the shotgun. Hold on a second while we see what the problem is here. Play is temporarily stopped. And we have a bench warning on the visiting Maples. And play is going to resume. Big 3rd down and 5. Altman in the shotgun. Twins right. Nick Vestovich in the backfield. Takes the carry, and he is met by a host of Berkley Bears. That is going to bring up 4th down. There is no denying that these Berkley Bears are fired up for this homecoming game. Number 18, Michael Levitsky, back to punt. Takes the snap and boots that ball. It takes a generous Maples bounce. And that will go out of bounds. It's at about the 18 of Berkley, where they will have it 1st and 10. If I'm Coach Sikora, I am pleased with the way this game has begun. My offense possessed the ball, drove down, scored the opening touchdown, and then my defense makes a couple of fantastic open field tackles and gets the ball back in the hand of my offense. Silverstein under center. And again, he looked like there was no receiver to give it to. And he dives ahead. They're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Handoff up the middle, given to Alex Sanum. Breaks into the open field for a moment, and then is tackled at about the 32 of Berkley. That will move the chains. 1st down. One last check of his wrist coach. Silverstein under center. Running back goes in motion. Give again is to Alex Sanum. Dives ahead for about 4 yards. Alex Sanum at this point is carrying the load for the Berkley Bears. He is a fast, physical runner who does not mind carrying tacklers for a first down. Silverstein takes the snap, pitches the ball. That looks like it'll be another Berkley Bear first down. You see all the players looking at those wrist coaches again. It's not surprising in this day and age. There's so many offensive plays that a team can call. The reference guide is there to help the young men. That was Carlton Williams on the short carry. Looks like he just got back to the line of scrimmage. Silverstein has 2 running backs in his backfield. And the ball is pitched. And it looks like Josh Coleman on the carry. Excuse me, Josh Jones for a short gain. That is going to bring up a critical third down for these Bears. Looks like the Maples are finally starting to have an understanding of what the Bears are trying to do to him. The inside handoff goes to number 6, charges ahead. That's going to be close to a first down. Jake Cummings on the carry, and they are going to give the Berkley Bears the first down. That was some tough running to the middle of the field. Silverstein under center, 1 back deep, and for the first time this evening, Silverstein will drop back to pass and is tackled by a forest of Maples. Leading the charge is number 75, Trevor Lloyd. It's going to be a loss of 11 yards on the play, bring up 2nd and 21. Pretty sure there aren't any plays for 2nd and 21 in those wrist coaches. Berkley is just going to have to get a first down, chunking that yardage a little bit at a time. Silverstein under center. Nifty little move, stays out of the tackler's hands. There was nothing really open for Sam on that bootleg to the right. He did the best he could in avoiding the original 2 tacklers. Slipped their grasp, but still was tackled for no gain. This will bring up 3rd and 21. Almost 22 yards. Berkley still does have the lead, 7-0 over the visiting Maples of Seaholm. And that is Berkley's first time out. Coaches, I'm sure, want to talk over this play. It's always a difficult decision knowing which play to call. As a coach, you don't want to call anything that's going to have that ball taken out of your possession. But you also don't want to take another sack or a loss of yardage. I'm sure that's what the coaches are talking about right now. Make good decisions, smart plays. And if we're able to get the first down, so be it. If we're not, don't put ourselves in a bad position. And that was the end of the first quarter. If you're at home asking why the Maples are on the wrong side of the field, they are not. And at the end of the first quarter, the Bears were up 7-0 over visiting Maples. Big third down, Sam Silverstein under center. Takes a three-step drop. Passes that ball over the middle, and it is caught by Jake Cummings. But it is going to be about 1.5 yards short of a first down. And we have a holding on the offense. It's going to be declined by the Maples, and that'll bring up fourth down for the Bears. And they are going to elect to punt. Excuse me, that was 11 yards short of a first down. Number 20, Austin Wood, back to punt. Hits a low line drive that takes generous Berkley bounce, and those players are going to let that ball roll out as far as it'll go. Finally downed by Nolan Given. And it will be 1st and 10 for the Seaholm Maples from the 12-yard line. If they're going to score a touchdown, it is going to be hard earned. Ball was spotted at the 7-yard line. Altman in the shotgun. And he hands it straight ahead. And it is broken out to the right. Vestovich on the carry, heading down the sideline. And he is going to be run out of bounds around the 40-yard line of Seaholm. That play began as a simple dive, but with one excellent read by Vestovich, turns into a 33-yard gain. But it was all for nothing, as there is a penalty on Seaholm that's going to bring that play all the way back. It remains 1st and 10 for the Maples. Altman in the shotgun. This is a little bubble screen. Number 7 on just Ware takes it down the left sideline. He's finally run out of bounds by number 24, Kenneth Black, around the 50-yard line.
Berkley Bears to cover that bubble screen by the wide receiver.
The ball will be placed at the 48-yard line. First down for the Maples. Altman with 3 receivers to his left. And it looks like we have an offsides on Berkley. And that is what they'll mark off. With the way the Maples have moved the ball the last 2 plays, you don't like to see the Bears giving away free yardage, but it will bring up a 1st and 5 for the Maples. Altman takes the handoff, gives Vesevich for a short gain of 2. Starting to see a little bit of that read option look by Altman. Hanging on to that ball just for a minute, reading the defense, seeing if he wants to really give it to Vesevich or does he want to keep it and run for himself. Altman in the shotgun, 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Tries to throw a quick slant to Ware, and that ball is batted down by Berkley. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Third and 3 for the Maples. Altman in the shotgun, trips right, 1 receiver left. Altman again looking like he wanted to pass, and then keeping it and running ahead. Ended up being tackled for a loss. And it is 4th and 5 for the Maples. Altman in the shotgun, takes the snap, again with the read option look, gives that ball to Serpian, who charges ahead for a gain of 8 yards and a 1st down for the Birmingham Seaholm Maples. Altman in the shotgun, takes the handoff, again gives that read option look, fakes the handoff to Serpian, keeps it, heads down the right side of the, and he is in for the touchdown. He broke it to the outside and raced down the right side of the field for a touchdown. That was an excellent fake by the fullback, charging into the middle of the defense. And as quickly as the weather can change in Michigan, Seaholm scored on Berkley. Levitsky on for the extra point attempt. Snap, kick, and it is a tie ball game. Berkley Bears 7, Seaholm Maples 7. As you can see, Altman raced up the right side, being chased, but not one Bear is going to be able to get to him. Actually looked like his knee was down before he crossed the goal line, but touchdown was given to him. The extra point was kicked, and we are moving on. This is the point in the game when the Berkley Bears really are going to have to dig deep and answer. They've been running on emotion, hosting an undefeated Maple team for the Berkley homecoming evening. It's always interesting to see how you respond when the other team punches you in the mouth. Number 34, Chris Hill, is the up back on the kickoff team, and he looks to have a really good time doing it. And Levitsky puts that ball through the end zone for a touchback. Berkley will take over on their own 20, 1st and 10. And the rain has begun to fall in Berkley. Sam Silverstein brings his offense to the line of scrimmage. Sam has twin receivers to his right and left. And one of the Seaholm Maples got a little too excited and jumped offside, so we will start again. Berkley has the ball, 1st and 5. Silverstein under center. Takes the snap. Ball is given to the up back on a dive. It looks like the back barely got back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 2nd down. Silverstein takes the snap, gives the ball on the end around to Josh Coleman, who is met by a host of Seaholm Maples. Leading the charge, number 34, Chris Hill. Seaholm coaching staff has done an excellent job of making adjustments on the Berkley run game. Where there was confusion in the first quarter, you can see that many of the Maples are on the same page, as there were 5 or 6 tacklers on the ball. Silverstein under center. Alex Sanham in the backfield. 3-step drop. Sam Silverstein is tackled for a loss. And now it is the Berkley Bears who are reeling. Looked like Jack Payne led that charge on the sack. And the punt is away. It is a tall punt. Number 7, Aaron Ware, jumps on that punt. It's hard to tell from up here. It looked like might have touched. Looked like that ball might have touched Aaron Ware. And Chris Kelly began running after the ball. Ware was able to collect it. He just wanted that ball more badly. You could see that. There was a flag on the play.
That was a gigantic missed opportunity.
Looks like the Maples have the option on the penalty. I'm wondering if Aaron Ware didn't call for a fair catch and Chris Kelly did not give him the 1-yard cushion or halo that he's supposed to by rule. At any rate, it will be 1st down for the Birmingham Seaholm Maples at their own 48-yard line. Altman calling out his audibles. In the shotgun, again with the read option look, fakes the give to Serpian, and Berkley defense was not fooled on that play. Tackles made by number 30, Mike Budorovich. Altman brings his team to the line. Two receivers to his left, one to his right, one deep back. Receiver goes in motion. Give is to Vestovich. Driving ahead for a short gain. Maybe 4 on the play.
56 has gotten a lot better.
Altman in the shotgun, twin receivers left, one to his right, one back deep in the backfield. Throws a little bubble screen to number 3, Kerry Mott. And he runs ahead for a short gain before being tackled by several Berkley Bears, led by Josh Jones. Jack Mintag in on that play as well. Altman in the shotgun with an eye backfield. Gives the ball to Vestovich. Off tackle play. Short gain. Altman again in the shotgun. Charging ahead with the quarterback keeper. He's going to be near another Maple first down. You got a chance to see big number 60 Jack Payne pulling through the hole on that play for Altman. Aaron Ware was in motion as well. A lot of different looks to confuse the Berkley defense. Altman in the shotgun. Twin receivers to his right. Vestovich to his right. Altman takes the snap. Gibbs to the deep back, who fights ahead for a gain of 6. Altman again in the shotgun. 2 running backs deep. Takes a 3-step drop. Fires a bullet for Aaron Ware, and that pass is broken up by number 24, Ken Black. Once again, taking a look at the play. We've seen Altman in the shotgun all night. He takes that snap and a short 3-step drop, and he's firing it to his receiver, Ware, on a fly. Ken Black jumps up and knocks that ball away. Nice job by the Berkley Bear. Altman again takes the snap in the shotgun. Looked like there was a face mask there. Jack Mintag fires ahead for a short gain. There was no flag on the play. You don't usually get to see a running back's face jump sideways without a face mask, but apparently that is what happened on that play. It may seem cliche, but you really do get the sense that these are two prize fighters slugging it out. Berkley definitely had the Seaholm Maples in a corner earlier in this game. First quarter was dominated by Berkley. Slowly you're feeling like Maples are getting their legs under them and they're starting to be able to counterpunch. Aaron Altman delivered one haymaker to tie this game at 7. It has turned out to be a beautiful Friday evening for football. Berkley side of the stadium is packed for homecoming. Altman has twin receivers to his left, one to his right. He's in the shotgun, 2 backs in his backfield. Takes a quick one-step drop. And he's able to hit Kerry Mott on a slant. Looks like it's going to bring up another Maple first down. The Maples really have the Berkley defense guessing right now. Altman in the shotgun. Vestovich and Serpine in the backfield. Excuse me, that was Brendan Sullivan in the backfield leading the way for Serpine. After that blast, it brings up 2nd and 5. 5 yards to score a touchdown. Altman's in the shotgun, gives the ball to the deep back, which is Vestovich, and he is into the end zone for the 2nd Seaholm touchdown of the evening. You could hear the defensive players yelling, "Watch for the slant. Watch the pass." Altman merely gives it to his deep back, Vestovich, and he does the rest. On comes Levitsky, add the extra point. Snap is good, the kick is up, and Seaholm has a 7-point lead on the hometown Berkley Bears. As a coach, this is the moment where you look at your players and say, you know this team is good. A team in high school doesn't come into a game undefeated unless they have some good players and some quality coaching. So this is where you look your players in the eye and tell them they are exactly what we knew they would be. Now you have to go out and play football against them. Levitsky tees the ball up. And Levitsky again powers that ball deep into the end zone for a touchback. And Berkley again takes over at its own 20. In past weeks, the Berkley defense has had problems stopping their opponents, and the offense has quite often had to pass to try to catch up and get back in the game. That has not been the case tonight. On the couple of occasions that Sam Silverstein has dropped back to pass, the Seaholm Maples have been right there to make the Bears pay for that. In motion, Josh Jones. Dive is given to Alex Sanum, and he charges ahead for about 4 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 6 on the play. Sam Silverstein brings his offense to the line. Twins right and left. Gives the ball to his deep back, Alex Sanum, who is tackled but appears to be close to a Berkley Bear first down. Leading the charge, Dylan Kanan for the Maples. In on the play also was number 35, Brendan Sullivan. It's going to bring up a short 3rd down, 3rd and 3. Silverstein double checks the play. He's under center. Receiver goes in motion. Give is to Alex Sanum. Slices over the right tackle and looks to be close to the first down for the Berkley Bears. And the Bears successfully moved the chains. Berkley offense comes to the line. 3 receivers to Silverstein's left, 1 to his right. Alex Sanum is the deep back. Looked to be setting up a screen. Definitely looked like a backwards pass to me. But they're going to place that ball back at the original line of scrimmage. Second down and 10 for the Bears. Jake Cummings goes in motion. Give on the inside handoff is to Josh Coleman. He is stopped for no gain. Might have lost a couple yards on that play. And Seaholm calls timeout. This is definitely a time in the game when you don't want to get crazy. There's plenty of football left. You want to take care of the ball. Do what you're really good at doing for the Bears this evening. That is running the ball. Especially giving the load to Alex Sanum to carry. Berkley Bear offense runs to the line out of the timeout huddle. Silverstein checking over his offense, waiting for a whistle to be blown. Under center. Quick drop, throws a slant, and that ball is intercepted. Andrew Barton on the return for the Maples. Takes it all the way down inside the 10 of the Berkley Bear side of the field. You can see Sam Silverstein really lets that ball go, and it flies through his receiver's hands, is popped up into the air, and returned by the defense of the Seaholm Maples. Excellent field vision there by number 25. Wonder if the rain had anything to do with that ball, whether it was slippery or whether Sam just put a little too much mustard on that. At any rate, Nolan Givens wasn't able to lasso that ball. And the Maples have first and goal inside the Berkley Bear 10-yard line. Altman looking at that read option, reading the defense, gives it to number 16, Vestovich. He is tackled for a short gain. If you are a Berkley Bear fan, that interception is the last thing you wanted to see this close to halftime. There was a flag thrown on that last play. Hold is being signaled against the Maples. We'll have to see where they mark this ball. If the call stands and it is holding against the Maples, that'll back them up 10 yards, and that is the call. That will take the Maples all the way back to the Berkley 15-yard line. Ball will be marked at the 16.5. And it will be first and goal for the Maples. Much different situation from being on the 5-yard line. Altman takes a snap, throws that ball to the end zone, and it is not caught. Knocked away by Jack Mintag. You can see this last play trying to locate the hold that penalized Seaholm so badly on the play. Can't quite see it. Unless it was happening in the middle of the play. It's a lot of big bodies, a lot of hitting going on. Not unusual for an arm to be held or someone to be tackled. In any event, Maples have a 14-7 lead over Berkley Bears. And what was once first and goal inside the 10 is now third down from the Berkley 15. Altman takes the snap, and he tries to throw a flag pattern, a fade, for Ware. And Ware is separated from the ball by Ken Black. See Altman in the shotgun, takes his boot. Vestovich protecting him, and Kenneth Black separates the receiver from the ball. Excellent football play. That holding call could end up being a huge turn of events for Berkley. Would look to be a sure touchdown for the Maples. has now ended up being 4th and 16. And it looks like Levitsky has come out to try a field goal. It will be a 33-yard field goal attempt for Levitsky. At this time, the defensive coach is just imploring his defensive linemen to rip through the gaps, put their hands in the air, get their paws on that ball, knock the field goal down. Whether or not the Bears are able to block this field goal or not, I would say limiting the Maples to only 3 points on this drive would be a success. The Maples set themselves. As you can see, the rain has begun to fall again in Berkley. Everyone up for the Berkley Bears in to try to block the field goal, but it is good for Levitsky. Field goal is good. That brings the score to 17-7. The Maples over the Bears. And again, the damage could have been so much worse if not for that holding call against Seaholm. If you're the Berkley coaches, you never like giving up points, but it's much better to be down by 10 than to be down by 14. Maples break the huddle. Alex Sanham and Josh Jones deep for Berkley. We have a low roller. Alex Sanham picks it up at the 10. Takes it all the way to the 30, the 35, 40. Up near what appears to be the 45-yard line. That ball is going to be spotted at 39 of Berkley. And that is the type of return that Berkley was hoping for. Could be that little spark that they need to ride into a touchdown drive right before halftime. Sam Silverstein brings his offense to the line. Twins right, twins left, one back deep. That give is to Alex Sanham. Takes a little hop step left. Charges ahead for a gain of 17 yards on that gain. That will result in another Berkley Bear first down. Quite a nifty little hop step that Alex Sanham took to avoid that first tackler. Sam under center. Back goes in motion. Fake is to Josh Coleman. Again, the give to Alex Sanham. Diving straight ahead for a gain of maybe 2 yards on the play. Berkley calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looked like Alex Sanham might have been injured on that last play. He's holding his hand up near his face mask. Maybe he got poked in an eye. You never like to see a player hurt or injured. But this close to halftime with so few seconds on the clock for Berkley and they are having a successful drive, you definitely don't like to see Alex Sanham, a player of his quality, on the sideline for a play. Again, I can only guess that coach is telling his players, stay within yourselves, take care of the football, make good decisions. Don't do anything foolish. Sam Silverstein has trips to his right, 3 receivers, 1 to his left. And it looks like that Carlton Williams is the deep back. Excuse me, that is Jake Cummings who took the pitch. 3 yards short of a first down for Berkley. Berkley rushes to the line. And another timeout is called. With 9.6 seconds left in the first half. There aren't a whole lot of plays in the playbook, but I would imagine they will line up their receivers, have Sam take a 5-step drop and heave it toward the end zone, looking for a last-second touchdown or perhaps a defensive penalty to prolong this half. Alex Sanum is once again on the field. Sam Silverstein has 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left, and 2 backs behind him. Wonder if this wouldn't be a good time for that bubble screen that they tried to throw earlier in the half to Josh Mintag. Excuse me, to Jake Cummings. Right now they're trying to put a couple more seconds back up on the clock. Scoreboard operator has been directed to put 11 seconds on the clock. Silverstein under center. Takes a snap. And it is a fumbled handoff. I'm not really sure who was supposed to get that handoff, but bounced off the running back's shoulder pads, and Seaholm goes to the halftime break with a 17-7 lead over the Berkley Bears.
I'm Mike, and I'm in this class because this is where the hospital bus dropped me off.
Hi, I'm Helen, and I'm taking the PCS class to learn how to make video productions.
Hi, I'm Jerry. I'm taking the class because I'm an alcoholic, and so is Chris and Kevin.
Hi, my name's Larry. I'm taking this class to learn the technical aspects of video production.
I'm Cheryl, and I'm here to learn post-production.
Hi, I'm Amy. I want to take this class because I want to do a documentary.
Hi, I'm Molly, and I am taking the PCS film class to learn how to film and edit.
Hi, I'm Jacinta. I'm taking the PCS class to gain more knowledge into filming.
Hi, I'm Felicia. I'm here taking this workshop because I want to get a refresher on public access TV production.
Hey everybody, I'm Ben, and I'm taking this class so I can learn how to film and edit my own show.
Hi, my name is Ed. I shoot high school football, and I want to improve my shooting and editing.
Hi, I'm Vanessa. I'm taking the PCS classes in order to record my comedy sketches.
I'm Chris, and I'm sitting next to Vanessa.
We are CMNTV.
Drum majors, is the band ready to take the field? That would be a yes. The address is 2648 West Grand Boulevard, Detroit, Michigan. A house Barry Gordy purchased in 1959. Made up of studio and an engineering room in the front. Motown was born. Front center drum major in there, Shamba leads the way. In 1972, Barry Gordy owned more than 1,000 homes and buildings in Detroit. And the next piece is considered by some to be the birth of the boy bands. Temptations, a huge success. They recorded Papa Rolling Stone, featuring our percussion section, and drum major David Pellerino. Ladies and gentlemen, take a minute to recognize some of the very generous folks who have helped make our marching band success. I want to thank the Heavyweights Women's League for their support, the Heavyweights Men's Club, as well as Sport Market, Trader Joe's for all the help, a lot of parent volunteers and donors to bring our exclusive band as well. As we prepare for our luncheon show, I want to recognize Director of Bands, Mr. Alan Posner, and Assistant Director, Mr. Taylor Nicholas.
May I have your attention, please? Now is the time we announce our 2013 homecoming court. The freshman court is made up of Floyd Hudson and Gracie Mulcahy. Floyd loves to make people laugh, plays football, loves talking to beautiful ladies. Gracie Mulcahy, Aiden Sowell, Gracie is soccer, volleyball, and basketball. Get ready now. Court is 80
$7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
Welcome back, football fans, for the second half of the Berkley Bears Homecoming Friday, welcoming in the Birmingham Seaholm Maples. I'm Brett Greer. I'm your commentator for this broadcast of CMNTV production. Second half kickoff is about to get underway. We sure hope you enjoyed the halftime festivities. I know that the students and the alumni at Berkley High School did. And the home field Bears take the field for the second half. Berkley won the toss at the beginning of the game and elected to receive the ball. So Seaholm will be getting the ball on the first possession. Just above the field, you can see the haze of rain as it starts to fall harder than it has yet this evening. And the second half is underway. And that was not the plan. Ball is kicked out of bounds by Berkley. And Seaholm will get the ball at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. I'm positive that is not how Berkley coaching staff drew that play up. Wonder if the rain had any part to play in that kick. Nevertheless, 1st down for the visiting Maples. Excuse me, the ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. I am Brett Greer, happy to be with you on this Friday evening. Not much in the world is better than Friday night high school football. And with that said, Altman, the quarterback of Seaholm, dives ahead for a gain of 15 yards and another Maple 1st down. Altman has been using a little bit of the read option through the first half of play, and predominantly takes the ball in the shotgun. The give is to Serpian, and he charges ahead for 4 yards, bringing up a 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Altman is in the shotgun. 2 backs deep. Runs into his own man, Serpian. Looked as if he was going to run the read option, but there was not a running back ready to take that handoff, so Altman kept it himself and charged ahead for another Seaholm Maple 1st down. Altman in the shotgun. Ware goes into motion. Fakes the handoff to Vestovich. Gives the ball on a counter for a 6-yard gain. There's a flag on the play. Try to get you this call as soon as I can. Looks like it's going to be holding against the Maples. That'll back them up 10 yards. Altman brings his offense to the line. Twin receivers to his right. Takes the shotgun snap, looks right. Passes the ball out to his receiver. That is Austin Parity on the catch. Looks to be close to another Maple 1st down. Excuse me, there was a penalty, so that had backed them up. So it'll be 2nd down and 11 to go. Altman in the shotgun. Fakes the give to number 16, Vestovich, and the ball hits the ground. Once again, it looks like the rain is having an impact on this game. Altman and his running back seemed pretty sure-handed in the first half. Big fourth down play. Altman in the shotgun, takes the snap, turns, gives it to Ware. Ware cuts over the left side, charging for the sideline. Takes the ball down to the 27 of Berkley. And they are going to measure to see if that is a Birmingham Seaholm first down. The Seaholm coaches and offense are doing an excellent job of mixing in blunt force with their fullbacks and upbacks, Vestovich and Serpian, and then mixing in Ware by putting him in motion, mixing in some speed and some brawn. And Seaholm is short of a first down. Apparently I misspoke. That is going to bring up a fourth down for Seaholm. Needless to say, this is an enormously important play for both teams. Berkley needs to make a stop to get this ball back. Seaholm looking to earn this 8-inch first down. And the give is to Serpian, and the Berkley Bears have piled him up, and it looks like there may be another measurement. Looks like there's an injured player down in the field. Injured player is number 60, Jack Payne. There's an official timeout. You never like to see a player down on the field writhing in pain. Hopefully Jack's going to be okay. All right, it's good to see Jack up on his feet, being helped off the field by his coach and his trainer. Now that we all know he's okay, I'm sure everyone wants to get to the next most important matter, and that is whether or not the Maples were able to secure a first down on that 4th and short play. or whether the Berkley Bear defense was able to stifle that drive and cause a turnover on downs. The rain continues to fall this evening at Hurley Field. And they're not even going to measure. They say that the Berkley Bears were able to stop the Seaholm Maples. And it is 1st and 10 for the Berkley offense. Sam Silverstein under center. Josh Jones on the pitch. Takes it around the left side. And out across the 35-yard line. And we have a late flag coming in. We'll wait for the call. Looked like it might have been in the area of an illegal block. Maybe a holding on the offense. And the officials are backing up the Berkley Bears. And we will repeat first down. It is 1st and 17 for the Berkley offense. Silverstein under center. Takes the snap. And there's a fumble on the play. Looks like the Maples have recovered. And they have. It is first down Seaholm. That is a devastating turn of events for the Berkley Bears. It looked like Silverstein got the handoff cleanly. It looked like he was able to hand the ball to Jake Cummins cleanly. And then the ball was stripped by the Birmingham Seaholm defense. That was just a great job of hustling men to the ball. The more men you get around the ball for a tackle, better chance that good things are going to happen for you. Altman in the shotgun takes the snap, gives to Jack Mentag. Mentag around the right side, over the tackle. Takes it down inside the 5 for the Berkley Bears. Excuse me, for the Maples against the Berkley Bears. There was really no one home to contain that play for the Berkley defense. And it went for a big gain. Altman in the shotgun gives to his back. And that is Aaron Ware on the carry. Driving his legs, trying to get to the end zone. That is going to bring up second down for the Maple offense. All evening they've been changing up their personnel and their offensive packages. Altman in the shotgun, flanked by running backs. Ball goes to Serpian. Serpian powers in for a Maple touchdown. Key play on that drive was Jack Mintag's run around the end, the right side of the right side of the field. But once again, Maples are able to power the ball in right up the gut. Levitsky on for the extra point. Snap is down, hold, kick is good. Score is Seaholm Maples 24, Berkley Bears 7. Seaholm continues to have a balanced mix of speed and power against this Berkley defense. Just when you think you have Serpian and Vestovich stopped in the middle, the Maples hit you with Ware and Mentag on the edges. As time winds down here in the third quarter, it definitely appears that Seaholm and the rain are both dampening this homecoming tonight for the Berkley Bears. There is still football left to be played. Levitsky puts his foot into it. Ball is taken by Josh Jones at the 2-yard line. Up across the 20, brought down at the 22-yard line, and it will be 1st and 10, Berkley Bears. This has been quite a turnaround. The Berkley Bears dominated the first quarter of play, but since that time, it has been all Seaholm Maples. Silverstein under center. Josh Coleman goes in motion. Give it to Alex Sanum. He breaks it, crosses the 50, across the 45, all the way down to the 43-yard line of the Seaholm Maples. Silverstein fakes that handoff to Josh Coleman. He's the lead blocker, and Alex Sanum, taking on that initial hit, lowers his head, fights through, powers his legs, keeps his balance, and is pursued all the way up to the 50, crosses the 45, and the ball be spotted at the Maple 43. That is a fantastic bit of running for the Berkley Bear. Alex Sanum has carried the load for the Berkley offense this evening. If they're going to overcome this deficit, they're going to need more than Alex Sanum's legs to carry them. Timeout is called as we wait for the chains to be placed. Sam Silverstein communicating with his players, making sure that everyone is on the same page. Waiting for the whistle to signal play has begun. Silverstein under center, takes a snap, 3-step drop, throws a little out pass to number 6, Jake Cummings, and he is tackled for a loss. It was a good idea for the Berkley offense to try to get one of their players out in space and hopefully make the defensive player miss, but there were just too many Maples in pursuit. Brings up a 2nd down and 15. Silverstein under center. Alex Sanum in the backfield takes the handoff, dives through the middle for a short gain, maybe 3 to 4 yards. That is going to be bringing up 3rd down and 13 for the Berkley offense. Silverstein's going to huddle his offense together for this play. Such a critical time in the game, they obviously want to make sure that everyone is on the same page with the play that's being called. We are under 5.5 minutes left. Silverstein under center, drops back, 5-step drop, fires over the middle, and the ball is caught by Josh Jones. He is going to be close to a Berkley first down. See Sam looking over the defense, reading the defense, taking the snap, 5-step drop, and lets that ball go right in time with his receiver. Josh Jones does an excellent job of going up and making a grab for that. Brings up a critical 4th down and 1 for the Berkley offense. Alex Annam deep for the Bears. Jake Cummings in motion, lead blocker for Alex Annam. Alex Annam powers his way 5 yards forward. That should be a Berkley Bear first down. This is exactly the answer that Coach Sikora and his staff, I'm sure, wanted for their offense. Silverstein with twin receivers to his right and his left. Alex Annam deep in the backfield. Josh Coleman in motion. Sam throws it back across the formation. Alex Annam has the catch, takes the ball all the way down fumbles the ball forward into the end zone. It looks like Dylan Cannon has it for the Birmingham Seaholm Maples, and he brings it all the way out to the 20. We'll have to make sure that we get the call right on this play. It looked that Alex Annam was being shoved out of bounds at the 3-yard line. And now we have a penalty flag thrown. What a dramatic turn of events for the Berkley Bear offense. An excellent play design. Sam Silverstein faked the boot to the right, came around, threw across his body to the left side of the field, hit Alex Annam in stride, and Alex Annam did the rest, taking the ball all the way down to the 3-yard line. But before being pushed out of bounds, Alex Annam was reaching, trying to get that ball across to the goal line and lost control, fumbling the ball into the end zone. The ball was picked up by the Maples and brought out to the 20-yard line. We're still waiting to see what the talk is about. As you can see, Alex Annam doing a nice job. Chris Kelly blocking downfield for his running back. Alex still got the ball, diving forward, and just loses it. Just loses that ball. Almost seemed to throw that ball forward into the end zone, reaching for the pylon. Let's see if we can see a penalty anywhere here. Tackle is made by Chris Kelly, trying to knock the ball out. And I'm not sure of the call, but it looks like they marched off 15 yards, 15-yard penalty against the Berkley Bears. As the saying goes, when it rains, it pours. Altman in the shotgun fires the ball out to his right. Ball is caught by number 11, Austin Parity. He dives ahead for a gain of 7. Excuse me, they're going to mark the ball back. Gain of 5 on the play. Just when the Berkley Bear offense was putting together an impressive drive, a bad luck play strikes. Ware in motion. Altman with the reverse give to Vestovich. And actually, the ball did not go to Vestovich. Altman kept it and dove forward for a short gain of 3 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 2 for the Maple offense. It has been impressive this evening watching the Maple defense work against the offense of Berkley, but also watching this young man, Altman, guide his offense with this read option. Vestovich keeps his legs powering, dives ahead. It looks like he may have the first down. As I was saying, it's impressive to see the different personnel packages that the Maples are able to send out onto the field. They've done a nice job of balancing power and strength with their running backs and their plays. And Altman stirs that drink perfectly. He had the first touchdown, a long quarterback keep on the read option early in the game, second quarter. Altman keeps it again, runs that option perfectly, pitches it out to Vestovich. Vestovich cuts inside. He looks to have a 9-yard gain on the play, but we have another penalty flag. Looks to be in the area of holding. Let's wait for the call. There's also an official without his hat. That's what officials do if they have already thrown their flag and they see a second penalty. They take that hat off their head and they throw it in the direction of the second offense. I don't know what they do if there was a third offense, but I have yet to see a referee without his shirt. We have unsportsmanlike conduct, offsetting on both teams. And then we also have holding against the Seaholm Maples. And that will back them up 10 yards. Despite the score and the Maples' domination of the Berkley Bears since the first quarter, it has not dampened the spirits of this Berkley homecoming crowd. We are under 2 minutes in the third quarter. Altman takes the handoff. Takes the shotgun snap, pitches to Vestovich. Vestovich spinning, driving, powering himself forward, and he looks to have a Maple first down. That was an excellent read by Altman and fantastic personal effort on Vestovich's part, and that is a first down for the Maples. There are a number of defensive personnel shuttling in and off the field for Berkley, trying to find the answer to this read option. Altman takes the snap, gives it to Vestovich. Vestovich again spins for a couple more yards after first contact. It's going to bring up second down and 6 yards to go. Seaholm looking to speed up the play. Goes right to the line of scrimmage. Altman in the shotgun, and Berkley jumps off sides. That is extremely frustrating to any football coach on the planet. You have a blitzing linebacker, defensive lineman right over the ball. And if you don't see the ball move, boys, you don't jump off sides. Extremely frustrating because we know that Altman and his offense need no help. Altman takes the shotgun snaps. Play is stopped. Vestovich is playfully slapped in the face. I did not see what the call was, but second down was signaled. So we are having second down and 6 for the Seaholm Maples. Altman takes the snap, fires to the right, fakes the option pitch, and charges ahead himself for another 3-yard gain. It's going to bring up and that is the end of the third quarter, with the Seaholm Maples up 24-7 over the Berkley Bears. I'm going to blame it on the rain, which was an excellent song in the 80s, by the way. But I'm going to blame it on the rain. I'm having trouble reading the down marker. I had said that it was third down on the last play. It appears that it was only second down. So now we're going to have a third down and 2 yards to go for the Maple offense. If the Berkley Bears are going to claw and fight their way back into the game, they have to have a defensive stop on this next play. You can see the defensive coach imploring his players, make a play. Claw, punch at the ball. Interception. Make something good happen. Take a look at the homecoming crowd for the Berkley Bears. Enjoying the evening despite the rain. Altman passes the ball off to Vestovich, who charges ahead for a Maple first down. Gain of 5 yards. Now the clock is definitely against Berkley Bears. Seaholm will be quite content to possess the ball. Ware goes in motion. Allman takes a shotgun snap. Hands it to Vestovich. Vestovich over the left tackle for a gain of 5 yards. And that's really all the Maples need to do. As long as they can be pounding out 4 or 5 yards a carry and churning up the field with first downs, the game will be theirs. Altman takes the snap, fakes the ball to Vestovich, takes it around the corner. Altman fights through blockers, fights through a last block, finally tackled by number 85 at the 10-yard line. Not by that tackle for Jake Bills, Altman might have taken that ball to the house. He did an excellent job of faking that ball to Vestovich, keeping it himself, and turning the corner on this Berkley Bear defense. Personnel come out late for Berkley. Altman looks to the sideline for the play. Big tight end goes in motion, sets himself on the other side. Again, Altman making sure everyone is on the same page. Takes the shotgun snap from his center. Gives the ball to Vestovich. Vestovich pounds down into the end zone. That is going to be a touchdown for the Seaholm Maples. And they are making it look really easy against this Berkley Bear defense. You have to think that the shuttling in and out of personnel that the Maples have been able to do have wreaked havoc on the defense of the Berkley Bears, as most of the men who've been on the field for Berkley have been the same the entire game. Ball is down. Kick is good. Seaholm Maples lead the Berkley Bears on this homecoming evening 31-7. One thing I do know, having coached many of these players for Berkley as middle school students, there is absolutely no quit in them. In their minds, in their coaches' minds, they're thinking, how can we overcome this 24-point deficit in the final quarter of play? Levitsky with the kick. Taken by Alex Sanum at the 5, up to the 10, the 15, across the 20, all the way up to the 23.5-yard line, where Berkley will take over. Berkley has been successful in running Alex Sanum this evening, but if they're going to overcome a 24-point deficit, they need to put that ball in the air. Alex Sanum is down on the field. Comes limping to the sideline. Not a sight you want to see if you're a Berkley coaching staff or a Bear fan. Carlton Williams goes in his place. Silverstein comes to the line. He has Josh Coleman wide to his left. Josh Jones goes in motion. Carlton Williams on the carry. Tackled after a short gain of 2 yards. They'll bring up 2nd and 8. Sam Silverstein takes a look at his wrist coach. Has trips to his right, one back deep, one receiver to his left, takes a 5-step drop, maneuvers out of the way, tries a pass up the right sideline, falls incomplete. Pass was intended for number 2, Josh Coleman. Sam Silverstein did a nice job of avoiding the contact pass defense and stepped up into the pocket. Twin receivers to his right. Jake Cummings goes in motion. Handoff is given to Carlton Williams. He is stopped again after a short gain. This is going to bring up 4th down and 6 for the Berkley Bears. Surprisingly, it looks like Berkley may punt. Snaps away, punt is off. And it's a towering kick taken by Aaron Ware at the 40. Crosses the 50, across the 45, all the way down to the 40 of the Berkley Bears. Well, you've got to think with that return and the field position that the Berkley Bears had, they might have been better off trying that 4th and 5 than punting the ball. Nevertheless, it is 1st and 10 for the Seaholm Maples. And it looks like we have seen all that we're going to see tonight of number 9, Brandon Altman. He did an excellent job of leading his team to victory. And now number 15, Tommy Shepard, has come in to finish off this game for Seaholm. Timeout is called. I can't imagine that the Maples will put the ball in the air, especially with such a dominant running game they've had all night. But I know that the defensive coaches for the Bears are imploring their players to force a fumble, try to wrestle that ball away from those running backs of the Seaholm Maples in any way possible. Shepard takes the snap. Give is to the up back. And he powers ahead for a gain of 5 yards on the play. Once again, the clock is not on Berkley's side. If you're a Maples fan, you'd like to see this powerful offensive line continue to drive the defense back for 5-yard gain after 5-yard gain. Shepard takes a snap. Once again, gives to the up back, Vestovich. Vestovich powers ahead. He's going to have a Maple first down at the 28-yard line. And that has been one constant in this game since the second quarter, is that the Seaholm offense has moved the chains. There really has there's not been an answer by the Berkley defense. Shepard takes the snap, gives it to Serpian, powering forward down to the 23. And you can just see the Bears trying to stand the running back up and grab that ball, trying to force some type of turnover. That run will bring up second down and 4 yards to go for another Maple first down. Shepard takes the snap. Serpian dives ahead for another Maple first down. Drives that ball all the way down to the 13-yard line of the Berkley Bears. Shepard brings his offense to the line. And we have a flag thrown on the play. I wonder if the play clock expired. That's a procedure call. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Bring up 1st and 15 for Seaholm.
Shepard brings his offense to the line. Twin receivers left, twin receivers right. Serpian and field. Spencer Meek went in motion. Looks to be about 4 yards on the gain. Shepard in the shotgun. Give is to the fullback, and he is going to fight for as much yard as he can. It looks like a gain of 2 or 3 yards. Maybe a hard-fought 2 yards. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 10. Shepard in the shotgun, twin receivers left and right. Bryant goes into motion. Give is straight up the middle. Short gain again. At this point, it's become clear that Seaholm is content to run the ball up the middle, take time off the clock. If they're able to burst through a seam and score a touchdown, all the better, but if they're able to run the clock, it's definitely to their advantage. We have 4th and 9 for the Maples. Shepard calling out the play from the shotgun. Seaholm calls timeout. I imagine at this time the coaches want to talk over possibility of this fourth down play paired with potentially hitting a field goal. Thought they might want to try to kick the field goal there. Not that they need the 3 points. Why not pin Berkley down now? Pin them deep in their own end zone. Time is slowly ticking off the clock. About 3 minutes left in the game now. Shepard takes the ball. He's running that read option perfectly. 19 takes the pitch, and he's down at the 11. And Berkley will take over on downs. Mission accomplished for Tommy Shepard for the Seaholm Maples. It was not an impressive drive in terms of yardage, but it definitely took a lot of time off the clock for the Berkley Bears. Now the disappointing realization that a 1-3 record looms. Not what these boys want on a homecoming Friday. One thing to be sure, as they sprint to the line, Berkley Bears have no quit in them. 6 goes in motion. Gives to the upback. Alex Sanum powers ahead for a gain of 13 yards and a Berkley Bear first down. Sending Jake Cummings in motion. I'm wondering if one of these times he isn't going to take that handoff for an end around. There's a pitch to Josh Jones, and he is tackled by a host of Seaholm Maples. Gain of 7 yards for Josh Jones. 2nd and 3. Sam Silverstein under center. Drops back. Lets the ball go. Long fly pattern. And it's caught. Josh Coleman on the touchdown. What a beautiful throw and catch by the Berkley Bears. Sam Silverstein Takes his 5-step drop. Sam Silverstein lets a beautiful spiral go to the outstretched arms of his receiver. And Josh Coleman does the rest, staying on his feet and keeping his balance into the end zone for a Berkley Bear touchdown. And that's exactly what they needed. A bolt of lightning at 2:16 to go in the game. Bears are gonna attempt a 2-point conversion here. No kicker on the field. Sam Silverstein under center. Running back in motion. The give is to Alex Sanum. Puts his head down, pads down, and he powers into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. And just like that, Berkley has cut the lead from 31 to 15. You would have to guess at this point that Berkley is going to have an onside kick. I'm sure that's what the coach is saying in the huddle right now. He's coaching his boys up on exactly how to run this onside kick. Field excitement in the stadium as the fans were brought to their feet with that excellent long touchdown pass. There, Braun set to kick. Lines up, it's going to be an onside kick to his left, right to Mentag. And he does an excellent job of looking that ball into his chest, falling on it, and it will be first down, Seaholm Maples at their own 49-yard line. There are 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in this game. Berkley just excitingly cut it 31 to 15. But if Seaholm has their way, and they've been very successful at running the ball up the middle and chewing up yardage and eating up time off the clock. It may be too little too late for the Berkley Bears, but you never know with football. Tommy Shepard is still the signal caller for the Maples. Seemed to be some confusion. Now they've got it taken care of. And we have a penalty. Seems like we have illegal procedure on the offense. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15 for the Maples. Looks to be offsides on Berkley. They tried to jump the snap, and it looks like they might have been offsides. And that is the call. So they're going to give that yardage right back to Seaholm. Seen a few more flags late in this game, but you're going to understand that. Seaholm with a commanding lead, trying to get secondary players some playing time, and Berkley Bears with desperation in their hearts, trying to cause a turnover, make a play for their team. Tommy Shepard takes the handoff, dives forward for a gain of 2, right up the middle. Under 2 minutes now to play in the game. Goes in motion. Shepard takes the shotgun snap, Pitches it, number 20, and he is tackled for a significant loss on the play. I know the time is ticking away, but if you're the Birmingham Seaholm coach, at some point you have to think maybe to secure this win, you need to put your starting quarterback in. Third and 17. Shepard in the shotgun. 24 in motion. Give is to 24, the second back through, and he's fighting his way for 2 or 3 yards. Timeout is going to be called by the Berkley Bears. Under a minute left now. Maples lead 31-15 over Berkley on this Bear homecoming Friday. Rain has started to fall again. You have to admire the Berkley coaching staff. With game out of hand, they are still taking time to coach their players on appropriate technique and I'm sure how to be great sportsmen. Fourth down for the Maples. Levitsky comes out, do the punting. Jake Cummings is back for Berkley. Ball is kicked, takes a Berkley bounce, and goes out of bounds around the 23 or 24-yard line of the Berkley Bears. You'd have to think right now in the Berkley players' minds, they want lightning to strike twice. One more long pass and catch and an onside kick. You never know what can happen in this game. Seems to be some confusion about personnel on the field. Mike Harvey comes running on for the Berkley Bears. Sam Silverstein takes his offense to the line. Alex Sanham is the deep back. Twin receivers to either side of Sam. He takes his 5-step drop, lets a fade go, and that ball is almost intercepted, but it is incomplete. Brendan Sullivan almost got his hands underneath that ball, and that would have sealed the deal for the Maples. Sam Silverstein under center. Ball is given fullback. Quick gain of 5 yards. Alex Sanham on the carry. Berkley at the line, trying to get another play in before the end of the game. Sam takes his drop, lets the ball go down the middle of the field. It is intercepted by Birmingham, and number 17 is going to do his best to take it back all the way to the 5-yard line. And it looks like they are going to call him down on the 1-yard line. Sam Silverstein takes his 5-step drop, looking for a last desperate hope passes that ball down the middle, and it is intercepted by Devin Allmore. Devin Allmore takes it across the 50, all the way down, past the 40, past the 30, blocker in front of him, to the 20, all the way as the time is running off the clock. The game ends like that. Final score, 31, Maples 31, Bears 15. It's been my pleasure being with you. Be safe.